Hello, and welcome back. In this video, I'll be showing you how to use the control rack in Phonon, our digital audio workstation. The control rack is our answer to control voltage in the world of modular synthesizer systems, such as Eurorack setups. The control rack allows you to generate CV signals and route them anywhere in the application. Virtually any knob you find in Phonon can be manipulated using CV signals sent from the control rack over 64 dedicated sample-accurate buses. To start, I've added a simple synth setup to our new track. First, I added a subtractive oscillator. To get sound out of our synth easily, I also added a harmonic follower. This will cause the synth to arpeggiate, like this. Now we'll start adding modules to the control rack. The simplest control rack module is probably the LFO, or low frequency oscillator. If you don't know what an LFO does, it simply creates a signal that wavers back and forth between 2 points. We'll use that to control a parameter. By default, the LFO was assigned to bus 0. Since we don't have any other control rack modules enabled yet, bus 0 is fine. Now let's go back to the subtractive oscillator. There are two ways to route control voltage. Some modules will have dedicated routing systems for specific parameters. In that case, simply assign the routing to the bus you want to use for modulation and then set a positive or negative value in the associated depth box. I'll do that now. I'll set the filter cutoff control to bus 0 and type in 2 for the depth. As you will hear, this will cause the LFO to modulate the cutoff of the synthesizer back and forth. There is a second and more common way of routing control voltage signals. First, let's add a second module to the control rack. This one will be a VLFO, or very low frequency oscillator. This is essentially the same as the LFO, but tuned to make it easier to do slow sweeps. I'll assign it to bus number 1 to avoid a collision with our existing LFO. Right-click on a control that you want to modulate and click on CV Modulate. In this case, I'll use the VLFO to modulate the resonance of the low-pass filter. Now let's hear what that sounds like. Let's add one more module to the control rack, the envelope looper. The envelope looper allows you to draw a complex envelope using control points and loop through it repeatedly. I'll click on Edit Envelope and draw in some control points. Now I'll go through the same process. Assign the full parameter of our synth to bus 2, and now the envelope looper will modulate the wave folder on our synth. Those are the basics of the control rack system. Thanks for your time, and I'll see you later.